Okay, so today we are at Fort George Island and we are going to Kingsley Plantation today. It's going to be about a 2.5 mile ride into the gate. So we're just gonna have a little ride through. We're gonna tell you a little bit of, me and my granddad here are gonna tell you a bit of history here about the plantation.
Well, after you get into the gates, you can tell them the history about the plantation.
Yeah.
You get to the gate. I mean, it's just a comfortable little ride, relaxing. It's about 2.5 miles into the gates. We were out here yesterday, actually, and they were closed, so we had to come back again today. We just wanted to bring it to the viewers and bring it to your attention about Fort George, Kingsley Plantation. It's out here on the water. I think it's St. Simon's Island area. This is what, Nassau County?
I think so.
You know, hey, after you reach 40, you don't know your counties, that's for sure. So anyway, me and the grandson's just out here for a nice little pleasant morning ride. We'll show you some ruins and stuff out here.
Matter of fact, here's one of them already.
I'm not sure what kind of plantation this was. I guess we'll know when we get here. I've never actually took time to read all the pamphlets and signs out here for it. I just go in and look around and enjoy myself. But it's a good thing to bring the family, picnic, if you're on vacation, stop in here at Florida and visit it here one day. And this is a little bumpy ride. Like I said, it's an old dirt gravel road. Makes me feel like I'm up in the hills back in Kentucky.
I'll take over from here, and right here we are passing by a little house that I think is up for about 10,000, I think it is, because the houses in here are a little bit expensive, but it's worth it to be out here near a park. And we are on the dirt road now. Like you heard my granddad say, we're gonna tell you a little bit of history about it when we get into the gate, about this place when we get into the gates. And if you don't mind, if you're new, try heading to the description below. I will have my granddad's channel in the description if you don't know about his channel. And I'll also nope, never mind about that other part. But I'll post my granddad's channel in the description below. If you have any questions, just ask them in the comments. I'll try to respond to them as quick as possible.
Now this is going to be your first video?
Yeah.
But you're learning pretty fast.
Hey.
I didn't learn that fast. It took me, I done got like 112 videos and I'm still learning, buddy.
Hey. I've watched a bunch of YouTube videos, so I know a lot.
Well, Papa ain't never don't even watch YouTube videos. But you do that Minecraft stuff and all that Beastie Beast fella or whatever his name is.
Mr. Beast?
Yeah, Mr. Beast. And just all the gaming stuff. Papa's too old about gaming stuff like that.
Yeah,
Back when I was a kid, the only games we had was,
Pac-Man.
Yeah, well, Pac-Man, yeah, but I mean, no, when I was a kid, it was like Bob Jacks. You know, you throw a ball up and get a jack. Onesies, twosies, threesies. Huh. You never played that.
Oh, yeah.
You know, in the garage, over the fence.
Yeah.
Or 1, 2, 3 red light. Hide and seek. That's our game in
Yeah.
days way back then. You ever played 1, 2, 3 red light?
Yeah. And hide and seek.
That's old games though.
Yeah. In fact, I used to play those in kindergarten. Oh, there's a squirrel. Squirrel crossing. Squirrel crossing.
Alert, alert. Oh, horsey. We might be about halfway there to the gates. I think this is usually the halfway mark.
Yep. Right here, right by a little river.
It's just nice and shady. It's not too hot. What would Goldilocks say? Oh, that porch, it's not too hot, it's not too cold, it's just right. So
Yeah.
the weather is not too cold, not too hot, it's just right.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not going to visit the 3 Bears houses. We're going out here to Kingsley Plantation. I didn't want to confuse you there.
That's just some of my granddad's humor there. We're about 3/4 in.
Hey, I know what that makes.
What?
75 cents.
If you didn't get that, that's just a little bit of a money joke. This place is just a little relaxing spot to bring your family on any occasion, really. And what I mean by any occasion, I mean like graduation parties. I mean, they don't have much picnic tables, but hey.
But you could throw a blanket on the ground.
Yeah. For picnics, graduation parties, weddings, almost about anything, really. As long as it's legal, of course.
Oh, these trees look familiar to me. Oh, that's right. We were just here yesterday. Hey, the gates are open today, buddy.
Yep. My granddad actually posted the whole entire drive-through on his channel, but they were closed yesterday, so we didn't get to go inside.
So we're here now.
Yeah. So I'm posting the inside of it on my channel. Right here are a few of the ruins. We got a few houses. A few ruined houses, of course, because they're ruins.
No, but what were these here supposed to be?
Honestly, I don't even know.
Well, there's a sign over there. Maybe you can go over there and see.
Oh, yeah.
There's a sign right there. It should tell you what this stuff is.
Okay. We're in the park now, so we're gonna go over here and see what all these signs are about. These are just a few ruins from the olden days. Almost tripped on a stick there. That wouldn't have been good. Okay, so it says that the island's landscape has changed dramatically since the plantation era. Gone are the roofs, fruit trees, wells, and garden plots. Trees and grasses now replace fields once tilled by slaves. Okay, so all these were apparently slave cabins. Here are a few other signs. That one looks like it's the most ruined of all. There's not even any walls. So it says about the Africans and all that. It says the birthplace of African American archaeology can be traced to Kingsley Plantation, where archaeologists in 1968 first began to search for artifacts that reflected African identity. Many of the slaves that lived here during Zephaniah Kingsley's era, 1814 to 1839, were African-born or the children of Africans. The list of Kingsley's slaves prior to his arrival on Fort George Island provides examples of their nationalities or language groups: Igbo, Calaban, Rio, Pongo, Susu, and Zingwibar. Kingsley allowed his Africans to keep their tribal names instead of forcing ancientalized names upon them. African names included Kwamala, Beachy, Mbani, Tita, Ibo, Cabo, Mzuma, Motoro, Timapia, and Anobia. Children born at Kingsley's plantations were also given African names, such as the boy named Baju, and another boy named Mototo, the Swahili word for child. Zephaniah and Anna Kingsley, I'm sorry if I butchered those names, are most remembered at Kingsley Plantation, but much of the history of the site was made by the hundreds of enslaved Africans forced to work in the fields. These individuals lived and died with scarce written accounts of their being. Beyond a rare list of names, these men, women, and children are virtually absent from historic records. This erasure from history is true for enslaved men and women throughout the Americas. Throughout written records, this lost history can only be brought back to life through archaeology. Okay, that's some useful information. There is a belief in many African cultures that beads have supernatural powers and can be worn to provide protection from harm. Archaeologists recovered several blue beads from 2 slave cabins. The beads varied in shape and size, suggesting that they were selected specifically for their color. Evidence from the antebellum plantations suggests that the color blue had spiritual or religious meaning. And then it says about house charms and animal sacrifice. I don't really feel like reading all these, so if you want to read all these, you can pause the video if you want, or just keep on watching. We're headed back to the truck now. Looks like my granddad's already in it. Got a bug in my face. Looks like that was bug on my arm. Looks like that was a cooking house or something, I think. There's a bunch of bugs out here, so if you don't like bugs, then maybe not come out here. But if you're fine with them, I recommend coming out here. Actually, I'm gonna walk down and follow you.
It's too far for you to walk.
Okay. It's okay. It's okay.